Welcome to the official Multiverse of Movies Epic Pre-Game Show! It's game day, everybody! Game day, everyone! What is up, guys? Pre-game show special Loki episode 6. Now, I gotta go check if everything is running well. So I'm just gonna put this image up here. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Make sure everything is fine. I'll be right here in a bit. All right, guys, we are back. And what is it? Oh wait, hold up. Never mind. Okay, so today is a pre-game show, our very first pre-game show for the Loki series, and I'm quite excited to be doing this. Let me get my headset on. Also, that pre-game show intro, man, I worked on it all morning because I'm like, you guys, the people deserve a good pre-game show intro. I'm not sure how many people are going to be joining us. I did not plan the stream ahead, but to the people who are watching right now, welcome to the movie pre-game show, a show where before a movie or show comes out, we come in here, we discuss our analytics. What do we think is going to happen? Who do we think is joining? Because today it's a Loki pre-game show. That's right, pre-game show. So you guys can go ahead, drop your comments down below. Also, on Thursday morning around 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, we will officially be having a spoiler discussion. Now, let me make sure my audio is good because I'm hearing it sound a little off. It says excellent connection, but from my headset, it sounded a little too loud. So I apologize to the people whose ears I just hurt. So yeah, today is a pre-game show again. Loki. Also, everyone, welcome to the Multiverse of Movies talk show. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Isaac the Film Geek. This is a channel for all movie fans to be the movie fans that they are. So welcome everybody to an epic pre-game show. And yeah, we're gonna get into it in a bit. Hold up, I'm gonna check something real quick. And we are back. I apologize for that. Anytime there is a break, we're going to be putting the image of Sylvie just because I already have that there on my gallery. So yeah, welcome everybody to a Loki pregame show. My name is Isaac, and welcome to the Multiverse of Movies. So the people who are watching the replay of this, you guys can go ahead and comment down below your thoughts on the whole event. Are you excited for Loki episode 6? Also, should I be... Oh, okay, my neck has been hurting a lot recently. My neck has been, I don't know why, but this part of my neck has been hurting a lot. So if I start struggling, you guys know why. I've actually been doing a lot of exercise recently. I'm trying to lose weight, but this part actually hurts me. I don't know why. And also, what's up, Edwin? Welcome to the official pregame show. We're glad to have you here. Also, just going to bring this out. Just going to mention this real quick. My beloved Argentina won the Copa America on Thursday, I believe. I was going out of my way saying, even though I thought Brazil was going to win, I'm all in for Argentina. And Argentina did not disappoint Di Maria with a beautiful chip. And I was celebrating. That to me was probably the most I've celebrated, besides probably the third most, because the most I've ever celebrated was 2015's Champions League win against Juventus in 3-1 2015, and the second was 2011 when Barcelona se ganó el Champions League versus Manchester United back in 2011. Back in the when was it? It was against Manchester United, but Sir Alex Ferguson, Chicharito, all those players. So I would say this is the third most, because now Lionel Messi can go ahead and say he's won it for Argentina. Not only has he won a trophy for Argentina, but he did it in Brazil at the Maracanã Stadium, a stadium where only once have Brazil lost, and that was in 1950 against Uruguay in the World Cup, and that was Brazil's horror. Now Messi came here. He showed the world that he can do it. He won top scorer, top assist, most chances created. His stats in this tournament was great. To me, he's the favorite for the Ballon d'Or. The only other players I think that should win, like that are in the level of Messi on winning it, is Robert Lewandowski, obviously, and N'Golo Kante. Those are the only few. Maybe, just maybe, Jorginho. He's been great this season too. I mean, he just also congratulations to Italy. They just won the Euros. I actually didn't watch the final. I was hanging with some friends, but Saturday I was celebrating, and a lot of people were like telling me, "Oh, this is just a Mickey Mouse tournament." It's Copa America, the oldest tournament in the world. Not only that, but we have to also remember when people bring up the debate. Now, yes, a World Cup is more important than a Copa America, no doubt about that. But Maradona and Pelé never won a Copa America. Just a little fun fact. But Messi, now you can say he's won it. And next year, maybe he'll win the World Cup. I actually don't think so. I think Italy are the strong favorites, because Italy, this tournament was just amazing. They were just stunning. They're playing beautiful football. Maybe England could. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of England after the things that happened with the fans. I'm sorry, but I don't think England should ever host a tournament ever again, or at least anytime soon. But yeah, it is what it is. But Portugal and Argentina won their cup. Yeah, Portugal winning it in 2016. Yeah, you said here 2016, 2021. I'm about to say something. So I'm a big Messi fan. You know, Messi is, to me, the greatest player of all time. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a Barcelona fan, but I remember in 2016, I actually so I had an Instagram account. I had every, social media. I actually congratulated. I said, you know what, Ronaldo, he deserves a lot of credit, because I'm not a biased person. I always look at it both ways. And Cristiano Ronaldo, to me, is just an immense talented, hardworking player. To me, I do think that it's undeniable that the top four best players, whatever your ranking is, these are the four players that should at least be in that top four. That is Maradona, Pelé, Messi, Ronaldo. All those four players should be on that list. Your rank, it's when it comes to rankings, that's up to you. But when it comes to who should be there, I do think those four. To me, Ronaldo undoubtedly has always been there ever since his Manchester United days to Real Madrid and Juventus and then Portugal. I remember I actually felt happy for Ronaldo, but a lot of people were like, haha, look, he's won an international trophy and Messi hasn't. And now when Messi won it, I saw so many people being like, oh, it's a Mickey Mouse tournament. Copa America isn't important, this and that. Like, everyone kept discrediting the Copa America. I'm like, first of all, Messi can't play in the Euros. It's not possible Messi can play in the Euros. So what's even the point of saying that? And then not only that, but Copa America, South America, is a very competitive place. But that's enough of soccer. Congratulations to Lionel Messi, Argentina. Congratulations to Bonucci, Chiellini, Donnarumma, everyone in the Italy squad. To all my English subscribers out there, because I know I have a lot of English subscribers out there. Better luck, man. This England team, look, I'm sorry if I'm not getting into Loki, but to all my English subscribers out there, to all the people who were supporting and rooting England, man, keep your heads up. I remember when I was younger, England was the most disappointing, pathetic team back when they had Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard. They could do absolutely nothing. This team to me, should be proud. They should look up and be like, hey, you know what? We're running back because for 55 years, none of the other England teams that were supposedly better could ever reach farther. To me, this English team knows what they are and knows who they are. The player, because the thing about England back in the day is they used to have all these cocky, egotistical players who never seemed to care about all of them winning. Now there's this new team that's more respectful to each other. They understand each other's flaws, weaknesses, all this, and that's why I think this England team to me is way better than any other English team we've seen since probably when they won the World Cup years ago. To me, it will come home eventually, whether it's the next Euros, maybe the World Cup next year. Y'all look up. Now, to the English fan, I'm going to say this English fans need to just pipe down for once, man. They're very frustrating people, but enough about soccer. Enough about soccer. Sorry I got too much into soccer. This is the Loki pregame show. The movie pregame show. But yeah, have you seen leaked footage of Loki last episode? I've seen a few leaked images, which it's in the thumbnail. I believe the thumbnail is the leaked images. But yeah, also I want to show you guys a Funko Pop I got recently. All right. I got this Funko Pop. Look, I'm not a fan of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I didn't like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I liked it, but it wasn't enough to keep me into I remember when I did my spoiler discussions for Falcon and Winter Soldier, I struggled. I actually struggled because I was not interested. And I did not like the ending where they made Falcon to Captain America. To me, I don't like derivative characters, but I loved his suit, and I had to get the suit. Look, the Captain America version of Falcon. Also, I really hate that it says Captain America. That's Falcon. Also, I just realized that's the Disney Plus logo. I had to get it because I was actually about to get John Walker, but I just didn't like the John Walker one that much. But yeah, I got U.S. Agents, Marvel Legends. Awesome, man. But yeah, look, I don't like Falcon and Winter Soldier that much. I didn't like that they turned him into Captain America. I know the comics did that, but I had to get me because the suit looked cool. The whites and the colors. I would even say that the Falcon suit looks cooler than the regular Captain America suit. I actually have a Captain America Funko Pop of Steve Rogers, but it's him in the Quantum Realm suit. So I'm gonna put this back where it was and put it over there. And yeah, so there it is. If you guys like my background, I know it's not as good as my videos. But I had to put my Empire Strikes Back shirt here. I had to get my Multiverse of Movies. And then it's, oh my God. This part is really, really hurting me. It's annoying me right now because I was like turning and like this part actually hurts. Maybe I'm not sleeping well. But I'm just gonna ignore that for now. I call them Falcon Captain America. I actually like that name. I don't know why the Funko Pop didn't put that because they know that there's more than one Captain America. It's like it's a little weird. Also, I want to give a quick reminder on next Tuesday around this time, we're gonna be doing our Black Widow spoiler discussion. We're actually going to have 2 spoiler discussions within the next two weeks. On Thursday, we're going to have our Loki spoiler discussion for the episode that's coming in tomorrow. And on Tuesday, it's officially our Black Widow spoiler discussions. I also what's up, Tony? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the pregame show. Today we're talking about Loki episode 6. But I want to give a little, before I read the other comments, let me just give you guys an announcement. When it comes to movies, what I'm gonna do for Black Widow, I'm gonna give it an exception. But for movies, I'm gonna do spoiler discussions after the first Sunday it gets released, or after the first Monday actually, so that way people are caught up. Because this whole freaking weekend, everyone was doing their Black Widow spoiler discussions, and I kind of felt like I was missing out. So what I'm going to do from now on is when it comes to spoiler discussions, we're going to be doing them the weekend after, so that way we can get them in and we can just talk, because I love spoiler discussions, but I feel like 2 weeks is a little too late. I think it's the first weekend, and then after that. So my plan is from now on, spoiler discussions when it comes to movies will be the weekend after the movie comes out. So that way people have enough time to watch it, and if you and yeah, we can continue with the show. It's more the day after because it's more easy to access. But yeah, before I get into the prediction, I want to answer this one from Edwin first. Are you going to review Snake Eyes? Yes, I am. I'm also going to be reviewing Space Jam: A New Legacy, which comes out today's the 13th, I believe. Space Jam: A New Legacy, I believe, comes out on when the 16th. I know it comes out the 16th, but what day is that? Would that? I think that would be a Friday. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Friday. So I'm also going to be doing a review for Space Jam: A New Legacy. I will not be doing a spoiler discussion for it, mainly because there really is no reason. I might do a pregame show, maybe tomorrow for Space Jam: New Legacy. I still haven't confirmed it. I know for sure I can't on Thursday because we have our Loki episode 6 spoilers discussion, and then on Tuesday we're going to be having our Black Widow spoiler discussion. But maybe, just only if you guys would like me to. I don't think it would be good because not a lot of people are hyping up this movie, but maybe tomorrow I might do a Space Jam 2 pregame show, especially because it is a game, so it would make sense. But at the same time, I don't think a lot of my subscribers are personal big fans because I've made videos on Space Jam 2, and not many of my subscribers actually do watch those videos. But we'll have to wait and see, find out. Friday the 16th. All right. So Friday after I watch it that morning, I will be dropping a review for Space Jam: A New Legacy. I will not be doing a spoiler discussion just because there really is no reason to. But all right. Wait, we already got that prediction for Loki for the last episode of Loki. My prediction is it's gonna start off with them walking into a TV. I don't think we're gonna see the villain until at least halfway through the movie. I don't think we're gonna see him like the villain who it is. I believe we're gonna wait and see until halfway through to see who is the villain. And what I think is going to happen is it's going to go into both Sylvie and Loki's. We're going to go to their past. We're going to see this. We're going to see their nightmares come to true. This, all that, and we're going to see eventually the villain reveal why the villain's doing this. A lot of people are saying Kang the Conqueror, and I even said last week that I believe more than likely it's Kang the Conqueror. But the more time passes by, I believe narratively it's pointing out to be more, to be a Loki variant. Now there is a chance Kang will be the villain, but I just have this feeling that they're going more into that it's going to be a Loki variant. I believe it will be a Loki variant because I don't know. It seems like the show from the beginning has been teasing that this is a show about Loki. Loki finally coming into the identity of who he is. Is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? It's always been this challenge with the character. And I felt like the first episode and the other episodes were making it clear that this is going to be the series that decides that finally Loki finally decides, is he a good guy or is he what he's always wanted to be, which is a bad guy? And I feel like it's going to be a Loki variant that he fights that is the bad version of him. And we're finally going to see Loki stand up for himself and fight his demons and fight wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, hold up. Wait. It says 3C Films Deadpool welcomes to MCU teaser trailer revealed. Okay, wait, hold up. Let's watch this together. Actually, let me pop up YouTube. If you guys have seen it yet. By the way, Edwin, sorry if I'm not getting into the comment right now. I want to watch this video first, but I actually should do a live reaction. Might as well. Hold up. Deadpool Free Guy. Hold up. I have not seen this. I actually have not. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna first watch this trailer that I'm hearing. Three. Oh, Deadpool and Korg. Deadpool and Korg. Okay, we're gonna have to watch this live. Okay, I guess this is the clip. Okay. All right, so let me get the screen. All right, I guess this is a cool way. Uh, sorry guys. Okay, there we go. Now we got the. All right, I guess we're gonna be watching this. That's cool. We're gonna be doing a live reaction. So I guess that's a cool thing. Let me put less volume so it doesn't go too loudly. All right, let's get into it. Hold up. Crap. I'm trying to check if everything's good. All right. I guess if this stream gets copyrighted, I could care less. I just want to see what this is. All right. All right. Setting up lighting.
What's up, Reaction Faction? It's Deadpool. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and follow me on Patreon. Last week, you all really liked my Cruella trailer reaction video.
I love.
Where are the fucking dogs? So this week, I'll be reacting to a trailer for a movie which I honestly thought came out like a year ago. Free Guy. Apparently, it's this August. We also have a guest reactor this week.
All right.
Korg, who was not my first choice.
Korg.
Everyone else was too busy over on Disney Plus. Say hello, Korg.
Deadpool meta humor.
Made of rocks. Thank you for having me, Paul. Sorry you're dead. Jesus Christ. My name is Guy. Oh, he's named Guy. Like the movie's title. Pretty clever. Is it? I've got a best friend. This is the greatest cup of coffee of all time. Oh, Mondays, am I right, Joe? You said it, guys. Let's just pause for a second to let everyone
Yeah, I'm getting copyrighted.
Or this trailer gives away too much, or Ryan Reynolds is just me, which is super insulting.
Wait, is Free Guy Disney?
I work at the bank.
I'm gonna assume it's Fox, but obviously Disney owns Fox.
I met her. Oh, Jodie Comer. God, I love her so much. Oh, I hope
I can't wait for this.
well, it's the practice of killing off or hurting a female character in order to motivate or torture the main character, also known as Deadpool 2. Thank you for asking.
Everybody down on the ground. Everybody except you. There's something inside you, Guy. I expected you to just fall.
It's a hostage situation.
Put these on.
Fine. Oh my God! What is trick glasses or something? It's about trick glasses. Glass tricker.
This world, it's a video game.
So they're just reacting to the trailer. I mean, this is a cool way to announce Deadpool, especially with Taika Waititi.
Looks like he's got 4 arms, and the 2 lower ones have got gloves on. I like them. You have a Disney Plus show, don't you, face? Oh, God. Trademark infringement. That mean that nothing you do matters? I'm sitting here with my best friend trying to help him get through a tough time. Now, if that's not real, I don't know what is. I know this world is look at him go.
Beijing is pretty good.
Oh, his face is so punchable. Thanks, guy. Great guy.
Wow, enjoy your lifetime supply of virginity. You go.
So there are a few new scenes because I don't recall seeing a few of these scenes. So this is a new trailer.
He seems quite nice, actually.
I'm actually quite excited for Free Guy. For a long time. It's been so long since the first trailer dropped.
Okay, this looks fun in a last days of Fox fire sale kind of way. Not sure if it was.
He plays Korg, not the voice, the CGI, and he's in Free Guy. Yeah, I know about that. The voice, yeah. Typically, they do that with most characters, but
Oh my God! Just kill me now.
Raised by Avocados. Oh wait, we still got like a minute or so.
Any tips on getting into the MCU there, Corey? Have a dream, chase it, lose that dream, just sabotage all sorts of happiness in the pursuit of that dream. Climb up to the peaks of that mountain, and when you get to the top, land at the bottom and realize you're never going to achieve that dream. And at that point, check your emails. Maybe you'll get something from your agent saying, Marvel wants to talk. Yeah, I prefer Dark World. Half a f***ing penny of you for this
I guess that's a cool way to introduce Loki. I mean, not Loki, Deadpool. Uh, that was actually a nice thing, and I like the meta jokes and all that because obviously Deadpool, you're gonna have to have those jokes. But yeah, I guess that's the trailer. Okay, that was actually a nice way of kind of. I know obviously it's not a real introduction; it's more just a joke. I'm sure they wanted to do it more for promoting Free Guy rather than promoting Deadpool. But I actually love that. I love that. I actually really quite loved that little trailer reaction. I do love the joke they said at the beginning. It was like, this movie still hasn't come out. Like, kind of a way being like, dang, the first trailer dropped a long time ago, and we still haven't gotten it. So, Core gotta be in Deadpool 3. I kind of feel like he will. Like, at least a quick. I feel like Deadpool 3 is gonna actually bring in a lot of characters, like in the MCU. I feel like we're gonna see the like in the Disney Plus series, the ones that were loved. Like, I feel like we're gonna see Kat Dennings. What was her character's? I don't remember her character's name in WandaVision. I feel like we're gonna see Jimmy Woo. We're gonna see Mobius. We're gonna see Loki. I feel like we're gonna see Loki as a joke just appear and be like, "Oh, I guess you're alive again," or something like that. I don't like. I believe what Marvel is gonna do with Deadpool. They're not gonna put them in the MCU. What I do believe is they're gonna make a lot more jokes of the MCU, but never really like make it as a story that's part like it is in the MCU, just not. It's not like Far From Home where the story is something that involved the MCU. I feel like Deadpool's gonna be more of a joke movie for the MCU rather than anything. I I know this is a Free Guy promotion more than anything, but I feel like Deadpool 3 is gonna make a lot of jokes. Like I feel like Deadpool's gonna die and be like, "Yeah, this is Marvel. We never kill our characters off," and something like that. I don't know because Deadpool is a very, obviously fourth wall breaking character, and yeah, you guys already know what I'm gonna say, but can't wait for Deadpool 3. Jim Carrey is rumored that he's gonna be the villain in Deadpool 3. I could see that happening. However, I'm not gonna trust it completely, mainly because it's not been said by any decent sources. Like, not even the decent sources are picking up on it. Also, I'm not sure if I should continue with the stream. Deadpool's going to joke Disney. Yeah, he definitely is. I feel like I almost guarantee you this. I feel like the beginning of Deadpool 3, you're gonna see a bus. You're not gonna see who's in the bus. So the bus, you see a lot of kids get off, and all of a sudden you see Deadpool's red and black boots, shoes, whatever they're called, step down from the stairs. You're gonna see Deadpool there with like a Disney balloon. You're gonna see him with the Mickey Mouse ears, and he's gonna be in Disney World. I feel like that's how it's gonna start. And it's like, first day as a Disney character. And I feel like they're gonna make Disney jokes too, not just Marvel, but Disney in general. If Kevin Feige really wants to do this, he could make fun of DC more now. With Deadpool, like Deadpool could have this running jokes like, man, thank God we're not dark like the DCEU. Like in Deadpool 2, that joke or Cable, I forgot what Cable says, and Deadpool's like, God, you're so dark. You sure you're not from the DC universe? I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue with the pregame show because right now I'm actually like this part of my neck is actually hurting me. Like, it genuinely hurts. Like, I keep moving. And this has been happening this morning. It actually hurts. I feel like part of it is because I don't sleep in a good position because a lot of times I sleep with my pillow like here and I'll be like laying on it like this. So I think I'm just going to cut it because I really genuinely like this part genuinely does freaking hurt me. At least we discussed something. So let me at least say final things so that way the people watching the stream don't leave empty-handed. But I do believe the villain's going to be a Loki variant. I think that's almost likely. I would say it's very likely that a Loki variant will in fact be the villain. Um, but I will say King is also a giant possibility, so don't quote me. We're not going to be doing a Space Jam: A New Legacy reaction tomorrow, or not reaction, pregame show, because I really don't see a need for it. I know you said, oh wait, hold up. Edwin dropped the comment earlier. 3C Films is hyped for Space Jam 2. Yeah, I think he's the only guy on YouTube hyped for it besides me. I'm hyped up for it because I love that first one. I'm a big fan of LeBron James, but someone made a fan post of Deadpool 3 Free Guy style. Yeah, probably people do that a lot, but I feel mean doing this, but I think I'm just going to end the stream. Overall, my final thoughts is I genuinely believe that we're going to see a Loki variant rather than Kang be the villain. I don't think Sylvie nor Loki are going to die. I believe the TVA will be destroyed. Like, I see a lot of people saying Mobius is going to take charge of the TVA. I honestly don't think that. The main reason why I don't think that is because, to me, I think Mobius just hates the TVA in general. And I feel like they're going to see that there never really was a multiverse war. And I feel like whoever the villain is, it was just a lie and that it wasn't true. And if, the timeline doesn't really matter what it is, but the story is going to be about how, now the multiverse, I do think, will be open. I don't think they're going to say anything about Toby and Andrew Garfield. I made that seem like Toby's last name is Garfield, but I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I feel like it's just going to be, we're going to see who the villain is, TVA will end, and the rest of the the timeline stuff will be over. Multiverses, I feel like we're going to find out multiverses still do exist. The only thing is the oppression of the TVA has caused it to seem like they shouldn't. And I feel like the TVA members are going to realize there has always been multiverses. The only thing is Nexus events work a little weird. I wasn't a big fan of episode 3. I wasn't a big fan of episode 5. I actually love episodes 1, 2, and 4. And I know when episode 1 dropped, I said that Loki is the best Disney Plus series. I actually take that back completely, mainly because a lot of the stuff here is starting to kind of correlate throughout. And the last episode to me was just too many Easter eggs. It didn't really service the story very well. As much as I loved classic Loki, I just think this last episode was just too much Easter eggs, not enough story. I love Easter eggs. I love seeing I love seeing, the Thanos copter. I love seeing Easter eggs, but I genuinely believe that last episode had too many Easter eggs. And I will agree with Edwin, who's coming here. Episode 3 is bad. It sucks. I agree I don't think it sucks completely. There are redeeming things. I did like Loki and Sylvie together, but I will say besides that, the episode 3 is probably the most useless episode throughout the series. It was a filler episode. It's undeniable. It was a filler episode because I had a friend 2 days ago. We were talking. I'm like, hey, have you seen Loki so far? And he said something he said, no, I haven't seen it. Do you recommend it? And I told him, and this was remember 2 days ago. So episode 5 already happened. And I told him, if you're gonna watch Loki, I recommend, if you don't want to watch all the episodes, let's say he told me that he doesn't have much time to watch shows and movies. What I told him is watch episode 1, 2, skip 3, 4, and maybe 5, maybe depending on how next episode is. Or actually, you know what? Not a maybe, because there was some necessary stuff. I told him that episode 3, there's only one piece of information you need to know, because that episode had nothing. Episode 4, though, went all the way amazing, but episode 3 was an oh crap! Oh my god! Okay, episode 3. I told him, yeah, the only thing is there's only one piece of information for the people watching this. We know that the TVA is all variants. And so I told him, Jazz, if you don't want to. Now, if you want to, obviously, sure, but I don't recommend it. Don't watch episode 3. That's what I recommend to everyone. The main reason why I'm positive for this episode coming up, and the reason why I think it will be a great episode, is for one main reason, and that reason is when episode 3 came out, and not many people liked it, including me. The next episode, which was episode 4, to me knocked it out of the park. It was the second best episode behind episode 1, and it was just so good. It had so many reveals, and we saw so much stuff. I love that episode. Episode 4 to me was just great. And I feel like now we're back in that game where the last episode wasn't that good, and this new one, a lot of hype to it. I do think the last episode should have ended with the villain reveal, so that way we could have gone to this episode and it would have been all resolutions. Instead, we're gonna have to wait, see the villain, and then we find out that the villain only has one episode, which is a little weird. But yeah, WandaVision episode 7 sucks. What was that episode? Was it? I don't remember. Okay, wait, hold up. I don't remember what that. Okay, let me right now quickly search up. Let me quickly right now search up what that was. What was the episode name? Okay, let's go. WandaVision episodes. Wait, instead of watching, actually, you know what? Episode 7. What was it? Breaking the fourth wall. Oh wait, this was the what was it called? The Modern Family one. All right, so now I know which one you're talking about. I would disagree just because I'm a big fan of that kind of like trope. I actually really liked it. What was episode 8? Episode 8 was the one where we saw Wanda and Agatha's origins. Okay, now I remember. I actually liked every episode of WandaVision. I will say episode 6 was way too short. Episode 6 should have been a little slightly longer. Episode 6 did leave me with a bigger cliffhanger. Like episode 5 was my favorite, but episode 6 was the episode that ended in a way where I'm like, I gotta watch next week. Like I was like, no, I need to see it right now. But I liked WandaVision. To me is still the best Disney Plus series, which is why we got it back there. But let me read. The Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 1 sucks. I'll agree with that. That episode was just boring. Maybe it's because the Snyder Cut came out the day before. I remember when I woke up that morning, because that whole day before was just an entire day based on the Snyder Cut. I remember I did my spoiler discussions. I was talking to my friends about it. We were like, I watched the Snyder Cut that day once, and then twice I saw it. But it was like, I remember I took the day off for that day. Like I took the day off work just for that special day. And the second time I watched it, I just saw clips. I just saw scenes I loved. And that whole day was a Snyder Fest. That the next day I was tired and drained out by the Snyder Cut. So I feel like when in the morning, I remember I woke up at 8 a.m. I usually wake up at 2 a.m. for WandaVision episodes. For Loki, I've been waking up at 4 a.m. But I remember I woke up that morning at 8 a.m. and I'm drinking water, doing my normal morning routine. I go on the TV and I'm like, hey, what should I watch? And then I realized something. I'm like, oh, Falcon and Winter Soldier, because I was not interested because the trailers didn't intrigue me. Nothing intrigued me. So I watched the first episode. I was so bored. I was genuinely bored. I remember I even made a video, which I believe Edwin commented on. I made a video and I said, yeah, that first episode wasn't very good. Episode 2 improved. Episode 3 was decent. Episode 4 was the best one of Falcon and Winter Soldier. It was the only episode throughout Falcon and Winter Soldier that I loved. All the other episodes were just eh. I thought it was a decent series. I don't think it was a very good series, but it was decent at least. So there's that. And yeah, I really don't have too much to say about Falcon and Winter Soldier as a whole. I thought it was decent, but yeah. Everyone says the Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 5 sucks. I believe episode 5 was after John Walker had when he faced repercussions and was taken away as Captain America's duty. I believe that was the episode. I think. I don't remember what happens in that episode, but I just remember that after episode 4, I just stopped caring. Or no, it was episode 4 that got me intrigued. The first 3 episodes were just not. They were decent at best. Episode 1 struggled. I don't think it sucks, but yeah, I'm not a big fan. Like, I've been able to rewatch WandaVision and Loki episodes and Mandalorian episodes, but Falcon and Winter Soldier, to me, Falcon and Winter Soldier was just not. I can't. I've not rewatched anything. I've not rewatched anything from the series, but I thought they were going to show Sylvie and TV in episode 5, like episode 3, like not showing Mobius. I'm glad they showed Mobius because episode 3 did not show Mobius and it annoyed me. But yeah, what about episode 9? I'm assuming you mean WandaVision. I actually ended up liking it more now than I did before because I realized that my problem was the Mephisto thing. But I'm like, I should have realized that it's not about Mephisto. It's about a woman in grief. So I kind of just looked at it that way. I will say there were moments like Wanda did not face any repercussion from people. Like the police just saw her and they were like, oh, well. And Monica's like, they'll never know what you sacrificed for them. And I'm like, bruh, you held them hostage and put them into a traumatizing state, and yet she's the one sacrificed. Like, what? Like, that was a scene that annoyed me. But Snyder beat Falcon Winter Soldier. Yeah, I think that's undeniable. Views and financially, obviously it did. But then again, I don't think that's a fair comparison because Falcon Winter Soldier is just a 30-minute episode in a Disney Plus series that no one really cared. While Snyder Cut was more, a giant movement around it for years. A diehard core fan base was just behind it, the project. But yeah. And then episode 2, the Suicide Squad first trailer. But yeah, I'm gonna read these last 2 comments and then I'm gonna go because I'm actually genuinely feeling very exhausted. This part again hurts. I think I might go to a chiropractor because that, like, I'm not sure if you guys understand, but this I barely tilted it and it hurts, man. But and the Zemo was like the villain. Zemo was like the villain in the trailer. Yeah, the trailers made it seem like, especially the early trailers, like the very first teasers, it made it seem too much like Zemo was going to be a villain. Also, they were teasing that he was going to wear the purple mask, even though for just a quick scene, he sees it, puts it on, then takes it off again, and that's it. They were teasing Zemo a lot. Like, I believe even the writers and producers were talking a lot about Zemo before it, but they did nothing. I was like, what? I'm like, I remember when they first arrested him, I'm like, so Zemo didn't, yeah, he was part of it, and we did get that dancing meme, but that was it. And it surprised me. We instead got, what was it? Flag Smasher. But yeah, the Suicide Squad is coming out in August, and then Free Guy, man, I cannot wait for August. I cannot wait for Friday, Space Jam: A New Legacy. And because big fan of Space Jam. But yeah, hey, what's up, Andrew? Welcome to the pregame show. We're actually about to end. This part of my throat is hurting me, and I keep moving my head, and it's just I cannot bear with it. I feel bad that the stream only ended up being 45 minutes, but we're gonna have to go. Yelena was going to be in Falcon Winter Soldier. Yeah, there has not been any confirmation of that. We do know she is confirmed for what was it? What was it again? Hawkeye, yeah. Now, no one please spoil Black Widow. No one at all right now. I've already seen it, obviously, but I want to wait till next week to talk about it, next Tuesday. And Space Jam 2, and then Snake Eyes, and then Jungle Cruise. I'm actually excited for all of them except Jungle Cruise. I'm not excited at all for Jungle Cruise. They don't seem very confident with the movie, so why should I? But yeah. I miss the early days of the MCU when it was more serious, like Iron Man 1 and The Incredible Hulk. I don't. I believe they've been making better movies since past 2015. My 2 favorite MCU movies are Guardians of the Galaxy and then Thor Ragnarok. Homecoming's in my top 5, I believe. Avengers 2012 was. I'm not someone who believes every movie should be serious. I feel like certain movies should be dark and certain movies should be bright, depending on the tone that the writers and directors want to go like I remember I got into a debate on Instagram not long ago, where someone was like, "I hate bright movies. All movies should be dark because dark is realistic." And I'm like, "No, it's not more realistic. Uh, it's realism. When you're in a comic book universe, a lot of these movies are not realistic. The Star Wars original trilogy is not realistic. The Star Trek franchise is not realistic. Terminator is not realistic. And while I love dark movies, like I said, my favorite comic book movies are mainly darker, like Dark Knight, Batman vs Superman, Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm still someone who says not every movie has to be dark. Uh, and it's just my own opinion. To me, Iron Man 1 and Incredible Hulk are good, but they're great. I mean, I'm one of the biggest defenders of Incredible Hulk. It's in my top 5 MCU movies, but I'm someone who I don't think every movie needs to be that way. I believe, sometimes some movies could be done better dark. Some movies can be done better bright. I don't think it should be just one uh, kind of movie, but yeah. It's like Indiana Jones. Yeah, Isaac, come on. Superhero films today only care for jokes and comedies. They got rid of heroes having character arcs and having stakes. I disagree with that. I will say some of my favorite ones are early 2000s, um, or pre 2010. You got Dark Knight, you got Spider Man, the X Men movies. Uh, but I'd be lying if I said that this new era movie sucks. Like, for example, my two favorite X Men movies took place after 2010, which was you had X Men Days of Future Past is my second favorite X Men movie, and then my first one is Logan. Then Zack Snyder's Justice League just recently came out. That's my favorite one. Now, when we talk about the MCU specifically, I would say for the most part, a lot of the movies now are better than what they were at first. Not saying all of them, obviously, because I do believe Iron Man 1 is in that top 10. Same thing with Incredible Hulk. I said Incredible Hulk is in top 5. But I don't like this idea that we need every comic book movie to be dark. I love dark. I grew up with Watchmen. I grew up with Batman. I grew up with these characters. So I do love dark, and I'm a big fan of dark, but I don't think every character should be dark. Thor shouldn't be dark to me. I feel like they did it better the bright Ragnarok way they did. Uh, I will say Black Widow, though. Black Widow, fair enough. The problem with Black Widow wasn't that it wasn't dark or bright. The problem with Black Widow was it had tonal issues, and it didn't know the identity of its own, what it wanted to be. But I disagree when it comes to movies nowadays or this and that. Uh, to me, at the end of the day, it's not a nowadays problem. To me, it's just hey, whoever's making the movie wants to make the movie a certain way. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's just my perspective on it. But I do think a lot of movies do have character arcs and stakes. I mean, just look at Zack Snyder's Justice League that came out a few months ago. WandaVision had an arc and did have stakes. Actually, no, I didn't really have stakes. I will say that. Loki does have arcs and stakes. There's a lot of stuff that does. But yeah, Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3 and The Incredible Hulk is underrated. I'll agree with Iron Man 3 and Incredible Hulk. I do think Iron Man 3 is one of the most underrated comic book movies of all time. Same thing with Incredible Hulk, obviously, since it is in my top 5 MCU movies. Iron Man 2, I just didn't like Iron Man 2. I do believe it's in my top 3 worst, or top 3 worst, top 3 worst MCU movies. But yeah, yeah, you said that already. What if Black Widow got her movie after Iron Man 2? That would have been cool, but we know back then it was a different era. Back then, female comic book movies weren't very popular. But yeah, I wish we got a Black Widow and Hawkeye do a movie working for S.H.I.E.L.D. and doing Mission. I don't really. I'm fine if we don't get the movie. I'm fine if we don't get that movie because really it didn't really matter to me that much. The whole I know a lot of people love the Budapest storyline. They love hearing about it, but to me it never really mattered. But it'd be interesting if they decided. But the Andrew I almost said the Andrew Casale. I meant Andrew Casale. Okay, Andrew says the MCU formula is getting old and tiring. Infinity War, emotional moment, and ruined by funny jokes. I actually disagree in Infinity War. I agree with Endgame. With Endgame had that issue, especially with that joke where at the end they're trying to figure out who puts on the Infinity Gauntlet, and Thor's like, you know what's running through my veins right now, and you have Rhodey. He says I think he says cheese whiz. I remember when I was in theaters that day, I was very I was very like, I was like, oh, come on. Infinity War, to me, it made sense why they had jokes, because a lot of these characters are joking like characters. I mean, we know Thor uses jokes to go through emotional moments. We know Star-Lord is a very joking person. Spider-Man's a joking person. Tony Stark is sarcastic. Strange has his quippy remarks. So to me, it made sense in Infinity War, because we also have to remember a lot of these people didn't know who Thanos was. They didn't know what really were the stakes until it happened. And when it finally got dark at the end, when people died, you saw that the jokes ended, and they were like, and Endgame, it was different because Endgame was about bringing back the dead, and that is a very dark story. I don't think I see a lot of people saying Endgame should have been dark. I think it shouldn't have. I think it should have been darker, but not dark, because it would have not made sense for the whole MCU. No MCU. I'm not tired of the MCU formula. I've actually been enjoying it still. I didn't really like Black Widow that much. I thought it was decent at best. I will say Black Widow to me to me, Black Widow is practically what a stereotypical MC formula is, where it's serious, but then it gets too much into jokes. I will say that Black Widow suffered from tonal issues, but so far, this new saga of Marvel, I believe that I've seen something spark. Like WandaVision was so different and unique, except the ending, but WandaVision was so different. And Shang-Chi, Kung Fu movie seems different. Loki was very different. Falcon and Winter Soldier tackled some political issues. That surprised me. And I feel like MCU is going to now challenge that whole. They're going to challenge their own formula now. I feel like MCU so far has proven to me that they're going to start doing that. Eternals, they got Chloe Zhao, an Oscar winner, to come and direct this. No Way Home, possibly bringing back Toby and Andrew. That's interesting. They're going like very. I feel like now they're more confident. They feel like they can make any movie that they can. So I disagree that. Like, I understand believing that way, but me personally, I feel like Marvel is changing it up after Endgame. But yeah, Incredible Hulk 2 was going to be so dark. Iron Man 1 is better than 2 and 3. I agree with that. Spider-Man 2 has a combination of stakes and emotional moments with some jokes, and I'm gonna assume you mean do not overrated. Oh no, to me it's not overrated. Spider-Man 2 deserves a lot of the props it gets. To me, again, Spider-Man 2 is the best Marvel movie as a whole. This includes Logan, Guardians of the Galaxy, anything MCU related. But yeah. We can all agree that Fantastic Four is going to have jokes like Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home. I actually think Fantastic Four should be a bright movie because the comic books. A lot of people don't know this about me, but the first ever comic book I read was a Fantastic Four comic. When I grew up, like the first ever thing I loved in comic books was Fantastic Four. And to me, a lot of the jokes made sense because they're a family. And families, when you're with your family, you make jokes about them with them. You make meta jokes. You make jokes about them. So to me, I'm fine if it has jokes. And yeah. Next one, Edward Norton and Tobey Maguire, two underappreciated actors and best versions of the Hulk and Spider-Man, in my opinion, in which they were both in the MCU. I love both of them, but I don't think they're underappreciated. Edward Norton is very popular. Tobey Maguire has a giant fan base, such a dedicated fan base, to a point where Marvel's even considering putting him in a movie right now. Obviously Kevin Feige knows already if he is or isn't going to be in the movie, because obviously we don't know that for sure already. They already filmed a lot of scenes. I would say if you know Edward Norton outside, like Edward Norton, let's talk about Edward Norton. Edward Norton outside the MCU is a very popular, well-known actor. I mean, Fight Club is one of the most recognizable movies of all time. Like everyone knows, number one rule about Fight Club. And number one rule about Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. Like a lot of people know Fight Club, and Edward Norton's a very popular actor. So I would say he's not underappreciated because he's underappreciated in the MCU. Like to me, his Bruce Banner was very underappreciated. Tobey Maguire, I would say Tobey Maguire is underappreciated outside of his Spider-Man role because you see a lot of like movies like Seabiscuit. You see a lot of movies like Great Gatsby where he's in it, and he's very underappreciated. A lot of people don't respect him as much as he should outside of being Spider-Man. But when you're talking about him as Spider-Man, I feel like he gets a lot of love by fans. Edward Norton, to me, outside the MCU, he gets a lot of love and recognition. But yeah, I think the Eternals will be an IMAX movie. Possibly, I'm not sure. It's not always about Oscars winning stuff or having comedy. Just make a good movie and see if the fans like it. Well, obviously that is true, but you have to realize that there's a reason why they won an Oscar. If you watch Nomadland, that movie was beautiful, and it got me more hyped up for Chloe Zhao. But it is about winning Oscars, and it's not just about fans. What a movie is about making a good movie. But not only that, make it the best movie possible, which is what every director tries to do when they go into a project, because to them, they're dedicating 2 years of their lifetime for a movie, and to them, it's like their little baby. No one cares about a movie more than the director themselves. Even if a movie is bad, that director worked for 2 years trying to make that movie. But winning an Oscar is a good thing because you feel rewarded. And so what I'm saying is Chloe Zhao winning an Oscar, to me, proves that Marvel got a talented director who has experience in being because right now Chloe Zhao is the reigning champion. When you win an Oscar, you're the best for that year until you try to defend your title the next year. It's like when you're in the NBA, MVP. It's not about the MVP. Obviously, the main thing is to win the championship. But winning that MVP, you're there saying you get it, and you're like, I'm the best player in the league for that entire year up until the next year to see who wins it next time. And that's what an Oscar to me is. Chloe Zhao is the reigning champion of movie directors right now. Is she the best that there ever was? No, but as of now, as it stands, the world sees her as the Academy, some of the most professional film critics, people who work in the industry, they all chose that Chloe Zhao is the best director in the world. So that's what I was saying. I wasn't saying that it needs to win an Oscar. To me, what I'm saying is Chloe Zhao winning an Oscar gives me confidence that the Eternals is going to be good. But that's all I have to say. But yeah, the 2005 Fantastic Four Chris Evans is actually good. It's all subjective. It's all subjective at the end of the day. I don't believe in objectiveness on movies and shows. But I would say I don't really like those Fantastic Four movies. There's not been a Fantastic Four movie I've liked so far. And yeah. Can't wait for Fantastic Four MCU movie. Yeah, I cannot wait. I hope they finally make a good Fantastic Four movie. But yeah, Edward Norton has good movies. Yeah, I'll say this. He's recognizable outside of the MCU. Like, not a lot of people know him in the MCU, but outside, he has so many talented projects, and a lot of people know Edward Norton as a talented guy, especially with Fight Club. How popular Fight Club was. If you take the drama out the way, Edward Norton's take on Hulk is very good. I took it seriously, and in my opinion, better than Professor Hulk Mark Ruffalo. I've said this before. He's my personal favorite. He's my personal favorite Bruce Banner interpretation to me. But yeah, every Joker won Oscar. Jack, Heath, and Jared, and Phoenix. Yeah, all of them have won an Oscar. I know Heath and Joaquin both won it specifically for Joker. But yeah, you think they will make Suicide Squad 3? Yeah, definitely. I think they're confident because they announced a series before the movie ever came out. They announced a spin-off series before. James Gunn is a very popular director right now in the world of entertainment, so I think there's a high chance that will happen, in fact. But we'll have to wait and see and find out. I think 1% chance that they won't make this movie, but I think there's just too big of a chance. They realize it's a moneymaker, or for now it seems that way. and they seem confident the way they're promoting it, everything. Yeah, to me, I think it will. But yeah, it has to be directed by James Gunn. I'm sorry, I don't think a Suicide Squad 3 would not be directed by James Gunn. But yeah, you think Superman, he will cameo in Shazam 2 and Black Adam, Henry Cavill Superman? I don't think he will cameo in Black Adam. I think he will cameo in Shazam 2, though. But yeah, I'm going to end off the stream anyways, guys. Sorry, I'm also feeling dehydrated right now. Like, I'm drinking a lot of water, and I'm still feeling very tired. So I'm just going to end off the stream. Apologize to everyone for not making the stream as cool as it was. This is just right here. It's hurting me badly. Like, I don't even know what I did to cause that to happen. But yeah, I guess that's it for the stream. Bye, Edwin. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who joined us, Tony, Andrew. I'll just read this one last comment. After this, I'll just go. But yeah, I miss the days when Sam Raimi did Spider-Man because he actually got the character right and understood why Peter Parker is a hero nowadays. Spider-Man is an Iron Man fanboy. I'm not going to look. I like John Watts' version of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and I like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I don't believe there is a right way. I believe there is a better way, and I do believe that Tobey Maguire has had the best interpretation of the character, and Sam Raimi has handled the character best. But I'm also not someone who believes there's a right way. I believe whoever makes the best character, that to me is who makes the best character. To me, Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man of all time. That to me is just my personal opinion. I believe Tobey is the best, but I don't think there's a right way. I believe there's a better way. And again, to me, every director has their story to tell. And to me, Tobey Maguire had the best interpretation of the character, but I don't think it's a right way. I believe it's just a better way. And with the whole Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, other Spider-Mans, I believe they had good interpretation. Do I think it's as good as Tobey? Again, I'll say this. No, but they were pretty good. And so I'm not just going to I'm not going to say this is how you do. Like, I saw a lot of reviews for No, it's Far From Home, I believe. I remember when Far From Home was coming out. I saw a lot of reviews, and a lot of people said that this isn't how you do Spider-Man. And I said, there is no way to do Spider-Man. You just do Spider-Man the best way you can. To me, that applies to every character. To me, every character ever existed, whether it's a Star Wars property, comic book property, whatever it is, do the best interpretation you can do. Don't do what's happened before. Because I believe if John Watts or Mark Webb had decided to copy Tobey Maguire's take on Spider-Man, I don't think it would have worked as well. Because to me, that would have felt forced. That would have felt weird. And I believe directors should make their own Spider-Man. Now, I'm not a fan of the Iron Boy Jr. trope. I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of how Tom Holland's Spider-Man is too much of a Iron Boy Jr. I'm not a fan of that. But John Watts has a reason. And to me, as long as the director gets his take, his story, I'm fine with it. Or if it was a Kevin Feige decision, I understand why Kevin Feige took it. I like Homecoming. Let me rephrase that. I loved Homecoming. Homecoming to me is a top 5 best MCU movie. I think it's the best non-Sam Raimi nor Into the Spider-Verse movie that's Spider-Man related. I believe that's my own subjective opinion. Do I think it's as good as Spider-Man 1 and 2? No. Do I believe it's as good as Into the Spider-Verse? No. But I think it was a good movie. And to me, hold on. All right, I'm back. So again, my ultimate opinion is I don't care how you do a Spider-Man. Just make a good Spider-Man. A lot of people say that the reason why Tom Holland's Spider-Man has failed is because he doesn't have an Uncle Ben. To me, that's not the reason. You could put in Uncle Ben and it would still be a poor movie. It was Far From Home, at least. I loved Homecoming, but Far From Home it was a decent movie. To me, Far From Home is slightly better than Black Widow, but still not. That's still not very impressive. But Yeah, I don't believe there's a right way of doing a character. To me, it's just a who does it better. And again, that's a subjective thing. Like I saw so on Instagram, I saw people debating on Tom and Toby and Andrew. And I saw someone say, "Hey, Tom Holland's my favorite Spider-Man," and I saw a lot of people harassing this person, and they were saying, "Oh, you're just a fake. You don't understand Spider-Man." And I'm like, "No, no, no. This person understands Spider-Man. Just that it's just that you have a different take on Spider-Man. So do I. So does everyone. I don't think Toby is the one way to do Spider-Man. I think he's the best way to do Spider-Man, but not the only way, not the right way, just the better way. That's just my opinion. And I'm fine if John Watts and Mark Webb didn't want to do a Toby like Spider-Man. Fine with that, because to me, having something different is always cool. But that's just my take on it. Again, we agree on one thing. Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man of all time, at least in our opinion. And again, we agree on that. What I don't agree with is saying that that's the only way to do a character. Same thing with Joker. I've loved Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I think he's the best. Wait, did I say Joaquin? I mean Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger to me. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna end the stream. Anyways, bye guys.